I was growing in sports family, so I think that I didn't have a choice to choose nothing but sports. My mother, she used to play for national team of Lithuania, I think for 13 years, and my brother was playing professional basketball. My father was a table tennis champion, but basketball is sports number one in Lithuania, so since I was little, I was going to the games, and I don't even had a choice, to choose other sports than basketball. So I'm happy that it happened in my life and that I'm still here. I was a late bloomer, everybody were really big, strong, and I was, small, weak, so I thought that maybe basketball is not for me and I would like to stay close to basketball. So at the same time, when I was still practicing basketball in my basketball school, I started trying to be a referee. I get a referee license and I already get some little money for being a referee in little games, so it was fun, it was a good experience, and maybe that's why I never talk to referees, because I understand how hard it is to be a referee, so usually I'm calm and I just agree what they decide. Yeah, well, when you're growing, especially when I was growing, there were two teams in Lithuania. It was Lietuvos Rytas and Žalgiris, and you would like to play for one of them. But Lietuvos Rytas is more team of Vilnius city, and Žalgiris is more team of all Lithuania. So when I had the chance to join their team, I was more than happy. That experience was great. Even we had some troubles, a lot of different coaches, financial problems, but that was a great experience, to get this in your early career. It's really good to a player just to know how it can be, and I'm just thankful, and until now we have a really good relationship with Žalgiris, with all my ex-teams, so I'm happy because of that. And right now, after I left Žalgiris, it's gonna be first game against them. Well, it was a first team out of Lithuania, so you start living, out of your country, and first year I was suffering a little bit because, I thought that, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna be a great player, we're gonna win a lot of games, but it's not happening like that, especially Spanish league is really strong, Euro league as well. So first year I was a little bit struggling, but then second year, it was better, and third year was best for me. So, so I adjusted pretty well, I think, there. And Malaga was great. Plaza was a tough coach, of course, but also, I took a lot of experience from him. I'm really thankful to him. And Malaga as a city, I think that in the future I will come back there for sure, at least as a tourist, because I love there. Good weather, great people, great fans. Yeah, both times when we won silver medals in European Championship, both times we beat Italy in playoffs, as I remember now. Well, no, national team is different. You go there, to play for your country, to play for free, because you just patriot of your country and you just want to win, and you meet the guys. Lithuania is such a small country, so all the basketball players know each other, so you meet the players who are friends of yours since you were little, and that's fun, especially when you win something, you come back and there are like 10-15,000 people meeting you at the airport. That's unbelievable feeling. And of course, if you lose, that sometimes you're trying to avoid people because they're not so happy. But that's good. I like that. I like national team, and as long as they need me, as long as I'm healthy, I would love to play for them. Honestly, when I was little, I was dreaming about it. But when I started playing professional, I was like, it's not that easy to get there. I need to start playing good in EuroLeague first of all. But then in 2014 we played the semi-final against national team of United States, and then I saw that it's also possible to play against them. They're also humans. They're great players, great athletes, but it's possible, and there's nothing which you can do maybe sometimes. So yeah, I went there, and I think I had a pretty good season. As a team we didn't win so much, but there were also a lot of drama in the team, but you know, that was an amazing experience. And you know, in NBA, I think there are only maybe 3-4 clubs, 3-4 franchises like New York. So I'm happy that I went there. You know, so in my career, I'm happy. You know, I played in Lithuania, then Malaga, then New York, and right now Milan. All great places. Well, first of all, you know, amount of the games was crazy. You're just going from game to game, but the club gives you everything what you need, that you just need to focus on basketball and nothing else. And, you know, the biggest impression probably was, of course, players that they are, for example, Carmelo or Derrick Rose, even being huge stars, amazing players, you know, famous people. They're still really great persons, and you know, their personalities are the best. You know, it doesn't matter who are you, or the guy from Lithuania or another star, he's gonna treat you the same. And also the big impression was about the media, because every practice, every game, you can find like 30 guys who are trying to get interviews and who are trying to write something which is interesting for the people, and sometimes it's maybe not really true. But you gotta just leave that behind and focus on your game. Yeah, with Kristaps, you know, our countries are really close. You know, from my hometown to his hometown is maybe 2 hours drive. So we're really close. But with Carmelo, it was a funny story in Olympics. It was an opening ceremony, and I saw Carmelo, and I already had a contract with the Knicks, and I thought maybe I should go and say hi. But then I thought that probably he's a huge star and he even doesn't know who I am. So I saw him, but I was afraid to go. And then in training camp, I asked him, like, listen, I was in Olympic opening ceremony and I wanted to say hi, you know, did you know me at that time? He said, of course, you know, and he even told me my statistics in Olympics, you know, and I was really impressed, you know, by him. And also from him, you know, he has so much attention, so much pressure from media, from everything. And you just can learn how to leave all those things out of the court, that you can step on the court and you forget everything, and you're just in the game and you just play your best basketball. When I decided to go to Europe, I started talking with a few teams from EuroLeague, but when I talked to coach, you know, I think everything was clear, because, you know, everything here is a long-term vision and not short-term, so that is really good. And I think even now we have amazing players, but from those amazing players, from those pieces, we need to make a picture, and we need to make a good team, you know, because to be a good players and to have a great team is not the same. So hopefully in the near future we're going to make that, and we're going to show our potential, because we have a lot of potential with this team. I think it depends on opponents, and especially nowadays basketball is like that you know, there are not so much positioning, you know, a lot of players can play from 1 to 4, and I think that's your advantage. So, you know, when coach see me at the 3, I can play 3, at the 4. For example, in NBA I was playing as a 3 all the time, mostly all the time. In national team I was playing more as a 4, in Malaga 2, 3, 4. So I'm ready to play in all position. In any position you play basketball. So.